All right, guys, what is up? I think we are live. We went live earlier for like a whole 3 seconds and we didn't have Facebook. So I said, don't want to leave our Facebook friends behind. So, welcome to the live stream. And in 3 seconds, we'll be live on one more on my cell phone here. But we are live now. So, welcome. We are live on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitch. I don't know. We might be live on something else too. If we're live on something else, put it in the chat. Hey, if you are joining us, my name is Curtis Riley, aka Preach. I'm from the Real Rileys. I'm going to jump in and connect the chat here. But if you are in the chat, just type "hey" and let me know that you're joining us. This was totally random. I didn't plan this. Shot out a quick email and posted a bunch of stuff and real quick and said, "Hey, we're going to go live." So what we're going to do, if you're just joining us, what we're going to do is we're going to be I want to share with you some recommendations. In other words, I want to share with you some gift ideas. Now, this is specifically for ministry, or if you have friends and family who are in ministry, pastors, church leaders. These are good gift ideas for them, or if you're staff members or anything like that. So I wanted to hit that. I feel like it's perfect right before Christmas to hit some of that stuff. So we're going to go over that, and we'll do that really, really quick. So, but again, comment below. Let me know that I'm not like staring into the camera and I'm totally by myself. So let me know that someone is here with me. Comment below, just say what up, or just let me know what church you go to, or if you're excited for Christmas, right? So, and I see a bunch of people jumping on TikTok. Welcome, guys. I know you can't see my face, but you can see the screen. That is because I want to share the screen with you guys today, because I'm going to be going through a list here, and I think you guys will really enjoy this. And again, this channel is for ministry. We do things that's all about preaching, worship, and ministry in general. We give you tips, we teach you things. So we've got a ton of content. We've got shorts to encourage you and teach you. We've got full length videos. We've got live videos, and there's going to be a lot more coming. So we've got all sorts of stuff. And if you go to, let me see, what do we got here? Banners. Yeah. If you go to, you get your free gift. You can go to therealrileys.com or therealrileys.com/links. Either one of those will take you to the free gifts. If you want to get the recommended thing that I'm talking about, again, therealrileys.com/links will take you to that, or just therealrileys.com. But you can get your free gift. If you're into ministry, you can grab, I've actually got a couple of them. One's a sermon starter where you're like, I have no idea what I'm going to preach on this week. And another one is kind of like a sermon outline where you're like, okay, I know the topic, but I don't know exactly how to write it. So make sure to check those bad boys out, and I'm sure you will appreciate those. And then real quick, I am going to be doing a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving, I'll probably do like 25% off whatever you want, whatever anybody wants. So comment below, download the freebie. I'm going to pick from someone who downloads the freebie. If you already have it, send me a message and say that you already have it, and then I might pick you too. 25% off anything. We got some pretty expensive stuff, if you get up into some of the high quality stuff. So you can save a lot of money. So that's a gift, my gift to you for joining us for this live session. I do that almost every time that we go live. So make sure you don't miss it and jump on so that you can do that. So what I want to share with you, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And I want to show you the list that I have here. And I've actually spent a lot of time. I would say 99% of the things that are on these lists are things that you can see all my tabs open. I have tons of tabs. But yeah, you can see all those things that are on here. All these lists, you go to therealrileys.com/recommendations or just therealrileys.com/links. And I've got like little links there that'll take you to everything. I'll even show you what that looks like. If you click on this thing that says links up here, you'll see, hey, here's all the things. What we're talking about is recommendations. So you click on recommendations, and these are all the lists that I have made for you. Not all of them super apply to ministry, but I have a list over here of the ones that do apply. So we're going to start with the worship and music. If you click on the worship and music, these are good gift ideas, items that I have that I recommend that you get as well, or that I have experience with. So if you're looking to play guitar, this is a good guitar that you can start with, the Epiphone. And again, if you just click on it, it takes you right to our affiliate link on Amazon. You get an awesome product, you get a good price, and we get a really small percentage of whatever you buy. So, but it does help us, and it's kind of a win-win for everyone. So you can get that. That's a good guitar. A lot of times, if you're going to get an electric guitar and you're starting off with an electric guitar, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna, grab this one or whatever, you can end up getting kind of a cheap electric guitar, and you do not want to do that. Don't get yourself a cheap electric guitar. You want to get something that's like, this can like last you a little bit longer. It's like one step up from the beginner. Some of those are like you get up higher and the tuning gets off and everything. Anyways, and then if you want a really nice guitar, what I use and have used for years now is the Gibson Les Paul. I've got a link for that there for you. There's an electric drum set. That's a really cool idea. And these have gotten so affordable. This is the set that I use. I've got it in my basement. My sons love playing it. You can wear headphones so that nobody can hear you, or you plug it up to the PA, your speakers, and my neighbors probably don't appreciate how loud we rock out when we play the blues and play worship music together for Music Monday. Man Time Monday is what we call it. So, and sometimes Man Time Monday is on Tuesday, but hey, we still do it. Next thing down here, Ibanez bass guitar. This is the bass guitar that I play. I actually got mine used, but it's been even used. It's still been a great guitar. I played it just a couple weeks ago, Sunday at church. There's a Gretsch as well. I do have a Gretsch. That was kind of like my second guitar. I just like the way these guys look, and they sound a little bit different. And it's got the whammy bar, and it just has like a cooler vibe to it. I usually stick again with my Epiphone. I got a black one of those. And then here's another one too, an Epiphone Les Paul. It's kind of like a Les Paul. It is a Les Paul, but it's an Epiphone instead of a Gibson. So it's like a little bit more affordable, but still a really good guitar if you want to get into that. And guys, I want to say too, there's a couple people that are just joining us. I see some people on TikTok who are just jumping in. And if you are just jumping in, welcome guys. My name is Curtis Riley, aka Preach from the Real Rileys. So man, comment below and let us know that you're here. I do want to do a short Q&A at the end. If you have any questions about any of these products that I've gone over, or any questions about ministry in general, I will hit them. That will be fun. If you have ideas for upcoming episodes, I'd love to know what those are as well. But yeah, let me know what questions you guys have. And again, you can get your freebie at therealrileys.com/links. And you can find everything that you need there. And then next thing down here is the Fender acoustic guitar. Again, it's kind of a step up from like the junky guitar that you're going to get that you're going to end up throwing away. And, you don't want to spend $30 on a guitar and be like, how come I can't play guitar? Because that guitar is a piece of trash. That's why you can't play guitar. So get something that's at least playable. That's a good place for you to start. Okay, next thing on here is a Line 6 Pod Go, Line 6 Pod HD 500. I said that I own most of the things on here, 99%. Here's one that I don't own, but it is on my wish list. So if anyone wants to give me one, Line 6, if you want to send me one for a product review, please send it to me. Just go to therealrileys.com, hit me up. I will check the mailbox tomorrow for my Pod Go. That's what I would have. They're not cheap. I want to say they're around $500. When I got my Line 6 Pod HD 500, it was also around $500. Awesome. I used to be, as a guitar player for worship, I used to be into everything analog. This is digital. I used to be into everything analog. Whoops, it's not eligible for recommendations. Here we go. All right, got something clicking on my TikTok, just making sure we're still there. Comment on the feed there and let me know if you're still there in the chat. And I'm going to go back here and check the chat and make sure that nobody is blowing me up on that as well. But yeah, comment on there. Let me know. Hello. Just say hello. Let me know you guys are joining. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here talking to myself. So I will be either your entertainment for the night, or I will be myself's entertainment for the night. I'm going to be hanging out with myself, right? So hopefully you're hanging out with me. Let me know that you are hanging out with me. Going back here, I used to be all analog on guitars and things like that. Type in the chat if you are analog or digital. If you're a guitar player, let me know what you prefer. But, I used to be all about, like, I have all these different pedals. I still have a bunch of pedals that I built my pedal board. I had this amp, everything. But you know what? It's just so much easier to go digital. And so I've really loved this pedal since I've switched to it. It's one pedal. I pick it up, I plug it straight into the system. I don't have to have an amp with me. And you know what? Unless you're a guitar player, you're not going to know the difference in the sound, in the tone. There is a difference in tone for sure, but only for the most part, only sound guys or guitar players, good sound guys, slam to the sound guys who aren't good. Just kidding. There are none who aren't good, right? I'm curious too. Raise your hand or comment yes if you're a sound guy and you've ever had someone tell you to turn it down, right? We used to have a page dedicated to what happens when people say turn it down. We'd be like, go read this. Here's why it's a little bit loud. Like, we like the loud music in our church. Shure microphone is next. And this actually is the microphone that I use for a really long time. It's a good microphone. I like the tone and the way that it makes your voice sound. I don't even know that it's exactly meant for your voice, but I've tried other ones and I like this one. I've heard other people recommend it too. The next thing is pitch correct vocal pedal. And it's okay. Like, there's more expensive ones you get. This one's really affordable. It's kind of like your entry level, and it can correct your pitch if you're a terrible singer. Oh, I remember one time I sang, what was it? It was an old hymn, and I could not find the key to save my life. And I sounded like a dying goat. And I was just like, we got to stop the song. We got to start over. So we had to literally stop the song and start over. So surely none of you guys in ministry have ever done that. We got a tuner pedal. I just got this guy. Haven't had a chance to fully check it out, but again, it's kind of an entry level. It's really all you need for a tuner pedal. You don't need anything fancy for that. Chord Buddy, man, that thing's awesome. You throw it on your guitar, and for a beginner, and you just, with a push of one button, you can play a chord. Now, real guitar players are going to be like, you're not really playing guitar. Who cares? It's fun. It's a fun, quick way to kind of introduce yourself, and you can start taking the buttons away as you learn. And there's a book that teaches you how to learn. So it is a good way to learn guitar and start playing guitar. My kids are able to do it with that. We play blues. We play simple worship songs as well. In-ear monitors, right? So this is good. I'm going to start flying through these a little bit more because I don't want to be here all night, and I don't think you want me to be here all night with some of these ideas. But yeah, I see a bunch of people jumping on. So what's up, guys? Thanks for joining. Looks like Barbie just joined us. That's cool. That's cool. I wonder if that's your real name. Comment in there and let me know. Okay, so we got in-ears. These are the in-ears that I use. They're good. They're affordable. Instead of having those big old bulky ones, here's a good guitar book if you want to learn to play guitar. This I use on my, it replaces a 9-volt. It's a power converter, so you don't have to use a battery. This is a little tuner that goes on the tip of your guitar if you like that instead. And here are the picks that I use. So that is a lot. I know I'm hitting you with a lot. The next thing, if you're into church, and let me just tell you this, and if you're jumping on, again, my name's Curtis Riley from The Real Rileys, aka Preach. What's up? Comment, let me know. This link right here where it says deals, discounts, and trials, bro, you got to check that out. There's so much good stuff there. I'm going to do a separate video on just that. Those are some of the programs that I use, but you guys will love that stuff too. And then let me hit YouTube equipment, because a lot of times if you're on YouTube, you're probably using a lot of the same equipment if you're trying to go live with your church. For example, you might want a MacBook Air. That's literally what I'm using right now. Here's a Canon M50, good for shooting videos. That's what I'm recording on right now. Let's see, here's some lighting. You might use some of that lighting. You're definitely going to want a boom mic stand that holds your mic up. Lapel mic, good for like interviews and things like that in your church. Tripod, you're going to want that. A plant tree. You need a plant tree in your church. Why is your church not successful? It's because you don't have a plant tree. Somebody type plant tree in the comments. You need a plant tree. Just kidding. That's really just for YouTube. Here's a lens. I'm actually using a super wide angle lens right now on my Mac. It kind of makes it farther away than it looks. A couple computers thing, HDMI cables, studio lights, a mic. And you use some of that, especially if you're making like baptism videos or doing interviews or telling stories. There's a lens. I use that lens as well. So you'll use some of that stuff, not all of it, but YouTube equipment if you are in ministry. Here's some other good gift ideas. And again, all you do is click on these and they will take you exactly where you want to go. AVL production, and then we will be done is the last one. Let's see if I can find that. Where's the AVL production link? Here it is, AVL, and it's got a little church on there. So now we're over here. Don't be looking at this one anymore. We're going to be over here. This one starts off with a Behringer X32. If you are in the church world or the sound world, you probably already know what this is anyways. This is an awesome place to start with a soundboard. And honestly, it's not even a place you can start. Like it's a place you can stay. You can expand it. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. I think it's a great thing. It's affordable, and we used it for a really long time. Had zero issues with it. So I know churches. I've seen them where they're just like covered in dust, and like, people are still using them. Right. Here's an iMac. If you want to use iMac, here's a projector that worked really well. Projectors can get crazy expensive, like thousands and thousands of dollars for projectors. These are HD projectors that are really bright, really clear, and you can afford them. Here's a MacBook Air. Here's a camera. That's the camera that we use, the Canon HD, when we were recording and going live at our church. There's an iMac, kind of an older one if you're trying to save some money. This Behringer SD16, that is the stage box that goes with the Behringer. So you don't, it's kind of like a snake, if you will, like an old snake. There's an amplifier to power your speakers. There's a sub that we use, this JBL subwoofer. You know, that's really good. JBL stuff sounds really good. Here's the personal mixer and the stand for the mixer, the Behringer mixer. These are awesome. They're affordable. Every person on your team gets to control their own volume, and gets to control the volume of every single person that is around. So that is all that I have for you as far as the wish list for ministry. Now I have other channels. We have tons of other channels. We have how-tos, we have marriage, we have online business, and faith. And so we're going to be going live on those as well and sharing some lists that we have that are good options for you. Again, thank you guys for joining us. A couple more things before we get out of here. Running through my notes here. If you guys do want to support us, make sure to like and follow all of our stuff. We're on all social media. We're on social media that you probably haven't even heard of. I was telling someone the other day, I was like, we're on some kind of elephant, I think it's Mastodon, but like, I've never even been on Mastodon, but we're on there. We post stuff on there all the time. So if you're on there, we're there for you. But yeah, make sure to follow that stuff. If you want to support us, especially if you want to support the ministry that we're doing, you can go to therealrise.com/links, and you can find the link right there, and you can click on that and it'll take it directly to there. We appreciate any support, but we are looking for supporters now so we can really ramp up. I don't know. We're going to vamp it up and we're going to ramp it up, whatever we're doing. It's going to be awesome. So if you want to support us, we would appreciate it, but you can also support us for free by liking our videos, sharing our videos, commenting on our videos. Every time you see any of our videos and you do that stuff, it drastically gets boosted by the algorithm, and it really helps us and supports us to do that. You can still get your free download. So I got a couple downloads in the ministry world. So download those and let me know if that was helpful for you too. If you're watching this later and you have a question about any of the products we talked about anything ministry, put it in the comments. I will come back to you and I will hit you up. So I'm going to end with a prayer. I try to do this every time because I like it. And if you're in ministry and you're offended by that, you might not want to be in ministry, or you're in some kind of weird ministry. Let's be honest. But anyways, let's pray. Dear God, we just come to you right now. We thank you for this opportunity to talk about some equipment and some gift ideas for people that might be in ministry. I pray there's a blessing to people. I pray that you would bless the work and ministry work that people are doing. You would help them to reach more people for you. In Jesus' name, I pray. All right, guys, I appreciate you joining us, and keep it real. Stay posted for the next time. We'll see you.